Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a really ambitious proposal called Give Back to Algeria. It's a new model that wants to use small, regular contributions from tons of people to build a self-sustaining economy for the whole nation.
And this is the huge question at the heart of it all. I mean, how can you take what sounds like small change and turn it into a national economic engine? It's a big idea that asks us to think differently about finance. So, okay, let's dive right in.
You know, the key thing to get here is that this is not about a one-time charity fundraiser. Not at all. We're going to explore how this system is actually designed to transform these small, steady contributions into a permanent engine for development, one that serves all 69 of Algeria's provinces, or wilayas.
Okay, so let's start with a core concept. The idea behind GBTA seems pretty simple on the surface, but its ambition? Well, it's to completely change how a country funds its own development from the ground up.
So here's the absolute crucial point. This isn't about just collecting money to spend it. It's an architecture for non-stop development. Small contributions get pooled together to build things that actually make money, productive assets. And then, and this is the magic part, the profits from those assets are locked in to fuel even more growth, forever.
The whole model really stands on four legs: consistent giving, a huge number of people participating, super strict rules, and reinvesting every single cent of profit. To make that real, just imagine this: 1.5 million people chipping in just €25 a month. See, it's not about any one person's donation. It's about the incredible collective power that creates serious capital over time.
Okay, so how does this idea actually become a real working system? How does the money flow and build up steam? Well, it's all laid out in 3 very clear and logical phases.
And this lays out the journey perfectly. It all kicks off with donations, right? That's the build phase. And it's essential to get everything off the ground. But the goal is to get to step 2 as fast as possible, where the projects start paying for themselves. And then you enter the permanent cycle of step 3, reinvesting all the profits to just get bigger and stronger.
Now, what's so interesting here is the timeline. There's a very clear 7.5-year window for contributions. This isn't some open-ended plea for cash that goes on forever. Nope. It's a foundational period with one specific goal: build enough stuff that makes money so that after this point, the whole system can pay for itself and grow on its own, indefinitely.
So with any model like this, the biggest question, the one everyone asks, is about trust. How do you protect the money? How do you make sure it's not misused? The GBTA model tries to tackle this head-on with a bunch of built-in safeguards.
The main protection is this smart separation of powers. So on one side, you've got a national nonprofit that owns absolutely everything. Its only job is to guard the public interest. Then, on the other side, you have a professional, commercial team that actually runs the projects day to day. This structure makes sure the assets always stay in public hands, but are managed with real-world business efficiency.
And these are the rules of the game, all designed to build confidence. That asset lock is probably the most important one. It's a legal guarantee that the wealth this thing creates can never, ever be sold off or privatized. You add in public audits and total transparency, and the goal is to make sure every single euro serves the public good, not just now, but for generations to come. Okay, so we've seen the idea, the mechanics, and the safety features. But what's the end game? What is this all for? Well, the ultimate goal is to create this powerful, self-reinforcing economic loop inside the country. And this just shows so clearly how every single part of the system is meant to feed back into itself. Contributions build assets. Those assets create local jobs. Those jobs put money in people's pockets, which they then spend locally, which strengthens the very projects that employ them. This generates profits, which are then poured back into building even more assets, and the whole cycle starts over again, but stronger every single time.
And this is a really fundamental mind shift. In this model, profit isn't the finish line. It's not handed out to shareholders. Profit is the fuel. It's what you use to scale up. It gets reinvested into new projects, into better training for people, and even into community infrastructure like libraries, innovation hubs, things that support the entire ecosystem.
Finally, we get to the deeper idea at play here. This model is designed to take a core part of Algerian culture and bake it into a modern, permanent institution. So what this is really about, at its heart, is taking that long, powerful tradition of Algerian solidarity, that spirit of mutual support and collective action, and giving it a permanent, transparent, and measurable structure. It's about turning a feeling, a value, into a lasting economic institution.
And that's really the ultimate vision the GBTA model leaves us with. It's a provocative question, isn't it? What can a country actually build for itself when that shared spirit of giving back is harnessed in a system that's designed to grow and to last for all the generations to come?